Hi guys, welcome to Talking Markets. Week starting 14th December. This is going to be a quick one. Obviously, we're coming towards the end of the year, Christmas time as well. Volatility starts to wane off, and you're going to have erratic moves. Biggest theme really is obviously the Brexit talks. There's an extension that happened over the weekend, which lifted the sterling. So we're going to look at some pairs, so some pound pairs, and also look at possible equities trades to end of the year. Um, I would say that just keep your risks small, and but yeah, I think you can probably do a swing trade from here till end of the year, but obviously manage your positions. So let's go straight into the economic calendar. For this week, you can see there was RBA minutes that was done earlier today. We had China industrial production, coming tomorrow. So we've got some key themes coming in. Sorry, not today. So RBA minutes is tonight. Sorry, industrial production. Then we've got CPI on Wednesday, PMIs for Germany on Wednesday also. So Wednesday looks a bit packed on the European front. Then we've got FOMC economic projections on Wednesday as well, and the statement. So GDP on New Zealand, employment change on Aussie as well, CPI. So I'll looking at this. I mean, it looks like a really packed week, but at the same time, coming to the end of the year, the economic projections are pretty much there anyway, coming in from the last few months all the way to the end of the year. So, I don't know how much of a big impact they would have on the actual market overall on the day. Maybe some couple of you know 1 or 2 day swings, but nothing that's going to be macro driven towards the end of the year that's so dramatic that we're going to get big moves. So have a just have a look out for this, but I wouldn't expect it to be a big market mover. As I said, we're gonna see these moves happen in the last few months anyway. So it just roll on to January 2021, which hopefully becomes a better year for traders. Um, so the last video you see that I was looking at the VIX, looking at it to perk up. Yeah, we have got that, but it's still got a lot of work to do. Again, these are still my levels below 1896. I'll suggest that we got downside on the VIX, which means that we got equities to run up a whole lot more. Um, let's go on to the ES. And so ES, let me just get rid of this. It's not. We don't need to have this anymore. Right, okay, so we can see, let's go on the weekly. Okay, let's see how the weekly panned out. Okay, if you see the weekly, this is not an engulfing, it's an inside bar week, so anything to break above them, we're going to look at some higher prices and then lower prices. But ideally, I would look at 35.87 as a good buy point between it between this area here. Let me just get this for you. Okay, so this area here would be a good buy area, to be quite fair. 35.87 maybe down to 35.55s. I'll get rid of that. That's probably on a daily. If we get a pullback, and then we can get higher. Alternatively, we'd be looking for a break of 37.05s to really get traction to the upside, possibly to 37.80s. As it looks now, it's a hammer, which is bullish as well. It looks like a reversal signal. So looking at here, I would say anything above 36.85s, then look for the long side. Let's target these highs, 37.15s. Let's go to the 4 hour here. I mean, we do have a gap here. Will it fill? Not always. We still got gaps underneath here. We have got gaps on below. they haven't been filled yet. So ideally, if we get a gap fill, then we'll see some upside traction. Take the trade. If you're looking for shorts, this is probably your area here for shorts, between the 37.05s to the 37.15s. Okay, look for shorts and play it down to at least the first level at 36.84s, and then we're looking at 36.59s. Okay, but above 36.84s, look for longs to target these. These are really scalps. There's no need to go in for big trades. I mean, if we do take out the top, then this could lead up to a swing trade towards 37.80s, maybe 3800s. But as of now, just play level to level. I would be happy with that. NQ, NQ. Let's look at what we had on the week. So if you're on the week, again, it's inside. Nothing really to really go on about, really. It's still an uptrend. We've had a pullback. Okay, missed a couple of demand zones, which I was looking at around the 12,183s. But yeah, again, a hammer, and now it's looked to resume the upside. Obviously, caution is always everywhere. I wouldn't be looking, for again big plays. If I would just to remove some of the I mean, these are still valid, by the way. That's why I'm not getting rid of these. Let's go here. Okay, we had a daily support around this area, and we have hit it numerous times. So it's still respecting that level. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour still got this gap here. Need if we can fill it and then go up, that'll be great. Again, shorts. We're looking at these supply areas here. I mean, if it busts through it, then obviously don't fight it, and then look for a retest and then ride the actual trend up. And targets is at 12,934s. The next target's above 12,660s. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing really to home in about here. Looking at pullbacks, looking for dips. Anything below, I would say anything below I would say the 12,150s, really. Look for shorts. But yeah, 12,444s. I mean, this was a big candle, so it's probably there's going to be a liquidity fill here going in right now. I mean, this was a big candle, which I didn't get on board, unfortunately. But yeah, it would have been a nice trade all the way down, I suppose. Good 200 points there. But yeah, look for the gap fill, play, and then look to ride it up. That would be what I would look for. YM, which is Dow, near enough the gap fill here. We're probably gonna have a gap up, and if that's the case, then yeah, we can look for bullish. We can look for bullish trades, but again, it is quite overstretched to be quite fair. I mean, I wouldn't expect it to be any different. This pretty much looks like an engulfing bar. Now it's just about, okay, what are the fund managers thinking? They've ripped milked the market for the last couple of months. Look where we are now, all-time highs. Are they looking to take profits, wait for it to come back down again before they reload? If you look at here, this is another demand zone, okay, between 29,382 to 28,998. So it's a good 400 points here of demand in the weekly, where we can look for longs. At the moment, it's very, be cautious, but at the same time, there are scalp plays you can make. If you go to the 2 hours, look, we're just really just ranging between these levels. Look, between the, the 29,994 to, let's just say the 29,700s, so we're ranging between that level. Anything break above, then play it, to the next level. Let's look at, above, let's say 30,000, look for 30,000, 175 or 140 here, 140, this little supply area here, don't look for big winners. You take 40, 50 points out of the market. It'll do you well for the whole week. FTSE looks like a little head and shoulders forming, but again, I'm not really confident on playing big short sides here. I mean, this looks quite bullish, to be quite honest. Anything will be a pullback towards at least this high here at 68.76, possibly. And we got this actual demand zone here, sorry, supply area. Let me just take it. Can you see here? There you go. Okay, so this supply area here would be my next focus for the FTSE at 69.27 towards 7,000. So yeah, just again, look, you can see this range. Like here, this looks like a consolidation before a breakout. If that's the case, then yeah, play the breakout play. Above 66.24, hit and hold. Look for the longs. Yeah. Let's go to a 4 hour. Yeah, you can just see nothing really here. If you want to play the short side, we need a break below 65.32s really, to play at least to this area here. That would be, you were looking, 65.32s, let's just say you get in, and you're looking at targets at 64, and that'd be good, for a good target on a 4 hour, around this area. So yeah, DAX, okay. DAX is interesting to me now. I mean, like I said, look, I want to be anything below here. You want to be bearish. We keep on getting. This has just been sideways all the way until it just shut its load into weekly demand. We got into weekly demand, and we've come back up again. Break above 13,291. Okay, then we were looking at bullish trades towards the 13,550s. Okay, so that will still remain my plan. Anything above 13,291, then look for trades to the long side, targeting 13,550s. Below here, if we're still getting slammed below the 13,291, you can look at trades to the short side. I mean, we have got a gap around this area here, the 12.6 area here, where daily demand zone is. So this could easily evolve to a trade to the downside. But yeah, play it level to level. Anything below that, below 13,291, look for shorts. Above it, then look for longs. Okay. Nifty is still powering up, buy and pullbacks. Nikkei, again, this is the plan. I'm looking for this to come back before we shoot off again. And there's a gap here, and this is the all-time high. So yeah, looking for this to pull back. When this pull back, then you look at yen to weaken also. Hang Seng, this doesn't look like it's doing anything. This is a 4 hours. Let's look at a weekly. Yeah, it's still a downtrend, isn't it? If you look at it here, there's nothing. This trend is still down, so it needs to prove itself otherwise. But other than that, it's going to be sell on rips, isn't it? Yeah. Let's go to dollar now. Dollar, we're looking at this area being pivotal. It looks like it's piercing this week. I mean, obviously the week's just started, so just be conscious of that. Anything can happen, and yeah. So I've been banging on about it for a few months now. You know, when we get to these levels, and we want to be scalping, but at the same time, look, I think dollar's just really gaining traction to the downside, and I think we'll get a lot of traction to the downside. Also, one thing for sure will be a catalyst will be Brexit. You'd hope they would get a deal out of it. If they do, then you can see much more bigger upside on the crosses, and much more pressure on the dollar. As of now, this could easily take out this 2 weeks ago low at 90.46, and then pierce back up again. So at the moment, construct still bearish dollar. So if that's the case, then we'll be bullish the euro crosses, and here we go. Look, this is euro. It's having a good day today. Any pullbacks will be supported to the upside. We still got 122.13, and then 122.67s, and then we got this quarterly range at 122.70. So yeah, still supported euro to the upside. Obviously, the news came out the weekend has supported it. So yeah, where we can look for trades here. Okay, let's just see. Okay, you can see that this was Friday's high. Okay, so we want to let Monday unfold. That's the best way, because we want to see the ranges between Monday, what happened on Monday. I mean, using Friday is going to be quite difficult because we don't know. We got Friday here high, and then what's the? I mean, that was the Friday high. This is the Friday low. Okay, and that's the range at the moment. If we break above this and hold, then by all means you can take a trade towards the 122.14s. I mean, I probably will do that, but ideally I want to see Monday unfold. It looks like we've done the gap fill here already. I mean, there's a gap here really. Let's be honest, at 121.09. So, but we've got majority of the gap fill. If you want to play a gap fill play, would probably be the pound really. We'll see where we are on that. There's a huge gap here. Like I said, over the weekend, we've really taken. We've had some good good news. So pound. Okay, if I was looking at pound right now, I'd want to see the August high at 133.96 to break below. Okay, that would be my trigger if I see this. Okay, and then I would want to play it to the gap fill. Yeah, but that's what I want to see. I want to see a break below 133.96 before I play the downside just for the gap fill. And this will probably be based on whether we get a deal or not. So we could probably see upside all the way until we break 135 convincingly and get a retest like that. Then I'd play the long side above 135. At the moment, we're stuck within this range. We've got our hourly supply level here, not been tested. Okay, we could easily come into here. This could be another short play if you really want to look at supply levels. I mean, this could be a short play, very very low risk. Okay, and then play it level to level. We can look at shorting 134.51s, between 134.51s and 134.75s. Okay, you need to stop above 135.50s. But first level to exit will be 133.90s, and then below there you want to add another position and then let's see if we can get this gap fill. Okay, this will not going to happen overnight. This might even happen, in January. So, we'll see. Yeah. Let's go to Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar's powering through. There's nothing stopping this really. We're coming up to one of the supply zones here on the weekly. Okay. This could be a point where we could turn, have a bit of a rest, but look, for 1, 2, 3, 4, this may be the fifth week, we're just getting, we're just uber bullish on here. There's nothing stopping it here to be anything otherwise. If you look at a yearly, this is a huge, hammer candle. When you see that, that's a big reversal pattern, isn't it? That can only mean one thing, that we're going to go higher. Next year, I wouldn't be surprised we hit the 79.85 level, the 2005 high. Why wouldn't we? It's very, very possible. Quarterly, 3 quarters, look at that. It's highly bullish. We've had the 2 months pullbacks, okay, and that was just, now we're off to the races. How to get on board this? I mean, to be quite honest, because it's so far gone, it's very, very hard, isn't it? But if anything, I would want to buy here, but it looks like we have come into demand already. Earlier today, I think, right? Yeah, we came into demand already earlier today. And we're off to the races. So that's a bit of a bummer. The trade would have been about, was actually on Friday. So let's see. I mean, this is still a demand zone. If we can get into this demand zone again around the 75.30 levels, then initiate longs. At the moment, we are approaching the weekly supply area. So be careful. If we get a reversal pattern on the daily, then look for short, 100%. I'll be looking at this, but at the moment, there's nothing to suggest that we're gonna be getting bearish, but we are in the weekly supply pattern, so we could probably have a scalp to the downside, not a big one, but yeah. New Zealand dollar, look at this. Again, it's the same as the Australian dollar. It's just powering through. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks just going. Something's got to give, and I think it will. I think at the 72 level, then we're gonna have a little bit of a pause, and then we're gonna pull back. And I think that's the level I'm gonna be looking for. Coming into next year. Yen hasn't done nothing really. I did this analysis a couple of weeks ago, and we've literally gone nowhere. Let me just let me just clear everything up, right? Yeah, literally gone nowhere. Look, we're still in this little pattern here of 103.68 to 104.20s, let's just say, this range. Something's got to give. It will break. Where it's going to break, it will be the question. My feeling is that we'll probably get a BOJ intervention here, and then this absolutely goes berserk to the upside like that. If not, we've got, like I said, this supply area here is untested, on the daily, and I do think that 103.48 is on the cards. We'll get this tested, between 103.48s to 103.10s. If we get into that, then it'd be a good little scalp long opportunity there. Okay. Euro GBP looks like a reversal pattern here. Looks like we're going to be going down. Again, it's still up. Let's not kid ourselves. I mean, we absolutely hit the supply zone to the tick before we come off. So everything is based on this Brexit talks, and as of now, because of pound strength, we're going to see Euro GBP absolutely get battered today. but this could easily change, and this is going to be news driven. So as of now, I'm not touching it, to be quite fair. Pound yen, yeah, look at the pound. It's going to have a good day today, and again, look, this is just based. This is just in a range right now. Okay, we can just see here we're just in a range, and then just get this. Okay, so what we're waiting for a break. Obviously, we're waiting for this break, and then that. Really, okay. Same here, and then that. Otherwise, don't touch it. We're in the middle of this range. You don't know which way it's going to go. No need to touch it. Okay. Euro yen, same. Pretty much the same, really. If you look at euro yen here, this looks like, I did say, look, this is looks like an inverted head and shoulders. Remember what I said a couple of weeks ago, and it's exactly played out how I said it would play out. This level, the 125.10 level, every time we breach through it, we've had a big sharp up, in price, and this is what's happened here, 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 even here, look at that, here, look at that, so we've broken through it. Also, it looks like an inverted head and shoulders, still time to go. This looks like maybe a bull flag, so it's like a consolidation before the next expansion, but this could easily come and retest or even come below. So use 125.10 as your benchmark. Any close below, then look how pivotal it is. Every time we've closed below, we've had good trades. You've had good trades all the way down. Doesn't mean that you're gonna have this big swing. You can see these big swing points, but even if you take 100 pips out of it, 50 pips, 60 pips, it doesn't matter. Level to level, just take it. We've got a daily demand level here at 124.42. This could easily come and get tested. Here, this level, this demand level here. It's the last down candle before the shoot up. So this could easily come and get tested here. So anything below 125.10, play it down to at least 124 124.50s. 50, 60 pips there. It's not bad. Alternatively, we need a hold above the 126.77s before we look for the next level. And the next level on the weekly is this here. We're looking at these stops here at 127.50s. Okay, and then if you look at supply levels, I'm looking here. Okay, that's the next supply level on the weekly. Okay, and that comes in around the 128.23s to the 129.20s. So a lot to work here, a lot to do here with the euro yen, but be constructive in it. Today, this week might just be a nothing week. But at least your levels. CAD yen, this was something I was eyeing last week. We had the breakout a little bit, and then false, and then we come back down. So I still like it to the upside. Again, we need confirmation above the 81.90 level. Once we get that confirmation, I'm definitely going to play this to the long side. Nothing's changed on that front. Aussie yen, yeah, we've got the breakout now finally. So I want to retest now of the 77.50s. If you can prove to me that we're looking stronger and this holds, then I'll be taking the long. But if we actually break this, if this is a fake breakout and then we look to fail, then I will play it short down to at least the 75.33 levels. Okay, Kiwi again, big we've got the gap fill. Okay, starting to wear off now, but again, it's constructive to the upside. I think look, again, like I said, inverted head and shoulders, looks like this is going to break out. If it does, then we just need a bit more confirmation. But yeah, this is looking good for a long trade, to the upside. Okay, Euro Aussie, I think that we've got these lows. We've taken out these lows, so here is the next objective. Okay, and then I would say that we'd be looking for either longs, or it has to break below to look at shorts to go for these areas here at the 159s. But just look at the weekly. I did say, look, these supply areas here. If you looked at a video in October, so these supply areas look like the reversal points, and we got to these supply areas and we started to come down. Now, still sideways range. There's nothing to really look about here. We need to see Aussie weakness before we can step in, really, and we got to look at the indices as well. The indices need to definitely come in on that. But this looks kind of weak, at the moment. People are just selling rips. If anything, if you want to look at a trade to the downside, I'll be honest with you. This area here would probably interest you for a short. The 161.65 level, come here, testing this area, and then come down. But other than that, you need a break below 160.27 before we see anything to develop to the downside. It's been quite sideways, to be quite fair. Pound Aussie, weekly look, it's inside week. If you look at it, really, it's still in a downtrend. It could just be a double bottom, maybe. It has got to prove itself. Really, if it's got to prove itself, it's 185s. Really, it's got to prove itself. Other than that, I'm not interested, to be quite fair. Australian dollar, Kiwi. Again, look at the weekly, sideways. This could be starting to form a uptrend towards this level at 109.80. I'll say 109.90s. Okay, so if that's the case, look, we've got this. You can just see technically this trend line here. Okay, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. Okay, so this is a good trend line to actually look at. We could easily come into this and fail and come back down, because technically this looks like a downtrend, right? Okay, and this is how it would look. We need a break above, okay, and a hold before we go up to this level, or even take out these stops here. Okay, so that's what I'll be looking at. We've got this trend line. If it holds, then you look to sell let's say 106.40s. Okay, if we break above it and we start to hold and we get a good pattern, then we look for longs, towards the 109.90s. Okay, gold, after a bit, gold, as I said, we've hit our supply, our demand level, sorry, and we look at that. It was 100 points. I didn't take the 100 points. To be honest, I only took about 50 out, not even 50. 1805, I got in at 69s. Just over 40 points, just under 40 points. So, hindsight, yeah, of course, yeah, there was more upside, but I do think that another opportunity will arise, and if that is the case, then this is the next demand level here, around the 1790s level, and that will be great for upside. So look at that. If you break above 1860s, then again we're looking next at 1907s. Okay, silver, sideways. Is it a beast ready to rocket again? We don't know, but look, you don't want to be trading this. You want to be coming at like I said, the 2016 high at the 2114 is a good level here. Okay, but also this is a demand zone here at 2277s. Okay, oil, grinding up. Looks like this is just going to keep on grinding up all the way, I'll say, into the 50s easily. I do like oil longs. Okay, this look exhausted, possibly. We had this little pennant pattern, it failed, but then look, it came back up again. So this is the volatility of oil. This is what you got to deal with. You know, we was in this range. Now we're not out this range. So what happens now? We're in this range. Okay, and if that's the case, then fine, we'll play this range. Okay, so anything above the 47.34s we want to hit and hold. Okay, and oops, here, okay, 34s or 30, okay, that's 30s. So anything above the 47.30s we want to have a hit and hold, and then we play up to the 50 mark, and that's what I'm going to be looking at. Okay, but that's about it at the moment. We've got a few trades that you can do. Remember, they're only scalps. Don't look for home runs. This is the last trading week, sort of, to end of the year. But yeah, next year, there's things coming up now from my side. We're doing more and more. I will do live sessions once a week. That'll be freely available on YouTube. Then I'll be looking to do, I'll have a Telegram service where, I'll just put a few, trade ideas every day or so, whenever I can. More and more stuff is going to come through. So check me out and follow me at bish_Gupta. And yeah, but speak to you soon. Take care.